so much the woman as the well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ah, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Ma, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Urabaseke, Urabaseke. Her frustration turned it off, and everyone heard her. Oh, her rejection said it all to everyone around her. Yeah, she suffered so many heartbreak. She suffered so many rejection. She suffered so many years and time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yo. Nebo say, nebo say, nebo yantu, nebo seke, Yawana mosantu, nebo seke, nebo santu. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But here is the good news, and here is the miracle, and here is the healing, and here is the cleansing. But our boldness, our boldness, set it all anew. Her boldness, and say to herself, I'm gonna do it right now. I will do it again. I'm gonna do it again one more time. To the very seventh man. To the very seventh man. I'm gonna go close on that man. Yeah, Monsanto Lebu. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There is a bright day now for me. There is a new day, a wonderful day, a day of testimony to obey you. A day of thanksgiving to obey you. For the broken hearted has been healed. Boldness caught the attention, hey, of the author of life, of the King of glory, of the eternal husband. A boldness caught the attention of the seventh man, of the King of glory, the one that can make it all anew. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nebo seke, yeah. Nebo santu, hey. Nebo seke, whoa, yeah. Terebo santu, Yehovah. You day, wow, hey, yeah, tears in the heart. You I know Ribashantaya. Mosantalabe Oroko Yantulubu. Hallelujah. Oh no Matieza. Indoroko Seke Yahuwah. Jude Wahe I am that I am. Mama Yonderebo. Nerekos Kilibayantu, Norokos Shindelebo Inarabayantu Lubu, Nerekayan derebe Norokos Kilibayantu Lubu, Morikayantu Lebe, Norokosika Yabo, Mosentelebo, 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 Nurilabayanta Labe. No, I found love again. I am beloved again. He loved me. He cared for me. He carried me as his baby. Morodo Shanta, Narabayantu, Derekeseke, Morobayantu. The sun is shining with the power of his glory. The sun is shining now with healers in his wind. Oh yeah, and healed every paramount. No, Bobo say, Mama, Yoruba say, Nebo seke, yeah, whoa, Nebo sekeya, Narabu, Dorekoyantia, Mborobo Sunde, her story was once like the woman at the well. Her story was once like the woman at the well. But a boldness in the Reboshantu, but a boldness in Narabaseke, Narabayantu. Mama Yoroso, Mama Yerabaya, never seke Oriboyantu, Mayeke Bo Santalabo. I'm beloved again. I have found love again, eternal love, Jenny love. In your day, clothed me with eternal love. He has filled me with eternal love, undilutable love. Oh, Morobo say, Baruch Yehovah. Oh, Robo say, oh, Jude Wahe Rebo Seke, Mama Mayo. Oh, Robo say, Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yisrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yehovah. Shabbat Shalom, much love, much prosperity. Attend you family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah said unto Yehukanai the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people, body health, for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom due eternally all glory, worship, honor, wealth, power, riches. Orobo Shandaya Baba. Neriko Shantaya Babo Seke Baba. To Ori Mahan Talaboseke, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very blessed one, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, the very pure energy eternal. Oribo Shandayaba, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your Isha, and you knew Ima Santalaboseke that your Isha always love you eternal because you are my Ish. Ori Mahan Talaboseke. Alright now, you simply heard it, like I do, and I hope everyone do. You know, that is the glory and the blessing of the shofar or trumpet. That sounds or trumpet precedes every single movement of Abba Yahuwah. That is why it's good to use the voice of trumpet. Regardless of what is going on around you, you don't struggle. You see sound the shofar. That is the voice of Abba Yahuwah. Using the voice of trumpet, you need not to struggle. Absolutely. For now, no. Regardless, you see sound the trumpet. Regardless what the devil is saying, you see sound the shofar. Because it is the powerful movement of Abba Yahuwah. It is, in fact, the voice of Abba Yahuwah, that which is said in Shemo, Exodus 34, verses 10. That's what we are resounding to your hearing. The glory reserved over there, the world has never knew nothing about. That is what we are resounding to your hearing. What you see already, that is in faith. But you hope for what you don't see. Their faith works. That is the glory of faith. So that is what we are resounding over you here to you. That which Abba Yahuwah has already said, predicted, is about to come. And what was the glory over there? You know, in those days, our forefather, see Yahushua HaMashiach, you know, in his childhood, like a baby. Like a man that a filthy man can lay their hands on. Okay? But this time, we are going to see the Lion of the tribe of Yehudah. He is coming as a full grown-up man. He ascended up being a man. He's coming right back again being a man. And have you ever seen anyone destined in the ways of roaring lion? No. Said he's going to rule the whole world with an iron scepter. Okay? Because you're not going to take that nonsense and you're not going to lay your filthy hands on me anymore. Rather, he's going to pass judgment upon every workers of iniquity. Do you want to face his wrath? Because the royal law makes it so clear that he's going to trade the wrath of his father. Do you want him to trade that wrath on you? Or rather, you make peace with him. Because that is what his coming is all about. He's going to favor some. He's going to do some disaster to the camp of some. So if you don't want that disaster, what disaster is he going to do? And what camp is he going to rather disaster unto? That should be the people that break the royal law. The people that does not take his word into consideration. The people that misuse his grace for granted. The people that take his grace now as a license for sin. Those are the people he's going to trade the wrath of his father upon. But whereby you make peace with him, that is how you wash your wedding garment. That is how you prepare for your bridegroom that is on his almost here. That is how you put your house in order. That is how you watch and pray, because you don't take no garbage. Okay, you don't run after no lovers. Alright? Lest I forget this, the Ruach HaKodesh has already said this to you and me. Let him that have hear what he himself has already said unto you almost 2,000 years now. Okay? And what was he saying? Let him that have ear. Why did he say so? Do you have a ear? Of course, look at it. Look around. Every single one simply have an ear to hear. So what ear is he talking about? He is speaking about the spiritual ears. Only the spiritual circumcised ear hear the voice of Yehovah. And what is the voice of Yehovah? It is the royal law. Okay?
Now, the uncircumcised a spiritual ear is going to be hearing the voice of serpent. And how did that work? Or how did it go? I have abolished the law. You see, when this serpent, deceived, found his way in a very crooked way into the first woman's life, she heard his voice. And what did she do? She go for that voice. And what was that voice? What Jehovah said unto you isn't true at all. Therefore, this is what Abba Yehovah is saying. Now rationalize it and twisted it in her hand, and she not go. Yeah, she not say that it's very good, to be a God of yourself. She go for it. Exactly what we are seeing today. Third part of humanity. They are hearing that same voice, Sampeter voice, right in Genesis 3. They are hearing it again today. Third part of humanity. So what was the voice? I have abolished the royal law. It doesn't count anymore. To my perplexity, Christendom over 3 billion by birth. The says so Jesus nailed the law to the cross. And Islam, to my amazement, also said Allah said the royal law is corrupt. In other words, he abolished it. That was why he now gave the Quran. So exactly, that is the voice, third part of humanity is hearing today in our generation. But the saddest part of it, that's why they are hearing the voice of Abba Yehovah. You can't hear that voice. That voice is on righteousness. It's on cleanliness. It's on clean. I cannot contradict his word whereby he said, until heaven and earth pass away, don't even think so. I have come to abolish the royal law. That is the criteria. That is the stipulation. Until the first heaven and the first earth is no more. That is why you go to Revelation 21. He said, I saw. He said, for the first heaven and the first earth is no more. And I saw the new one. So that is where the royal law will be done away with. Not whereby you see the first heaven, you see the first earth. You just said he has abolished it. You see, that is the voice of, that is dragonic, and that is the voice of serpent. They are hearing again. Alright, now, regardless how I talk, I'm doing this message with a very heavy heart. Devil has struck again, serpent has struck again. But all glory be unto Abba Yehovah, the only boy among six he wanted to kill by accident. But glory be unto Abba Yehovah, he may not survive. Right away one died. 3 of them involved in this accident. Right away one go for it. The other one now is still in coma. Knowing what, we don't know what is going to happen to that one. But my brother came out alive, being all his body being broken, stationed everywhere. The only king among the queens. But glory be unto Abba Yehovah. That makes it, unfruitful unto the serpent. It all took place on Monday. Yes, that is the second day of the week. The third day of the week might also took place. That is how devil, serpent, it declared a spiritual war. But that war is going on his own head in 7 weeks, because we'll get there. We are almost there. Where deliverance is near. Just like Exodus, I think Shemot chapter 6, where deliverance is close like this, serpent tighten up, his wickedness. He will multiply his wickedness. He will multiply his arrows. He will multiply his hatred upon the people of the book. Because Samuel, our deliverance, we are just at the gate, about to, take off. That is waging war. He attacked me so severely that I don't even know where I am. After he did that on my brother, second day of the week, now that gets to my turn. Wanted to just, cause me to just sleep and not wake up. But glory be unto Abba Yehovah, that always know how to rescue, his people from the land of danger or from the land of the death. Yes, when deliverance is come now like this, serpent, get mad. It's really, really mad at me. It's really, really mad at my family. But we are marching forward. We are prevailing. Lest I forget this, the signs of the last day says something very deep over here to you and me.
You can't obviously believe that Watchmen, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for White It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
Alright, now, prior to this, I got a precept. Here I am, Revelation 12:9. I read, my father. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Minus Islam, the whole world. Minus the Christendom, the whole world. Minus Igbo people, the whole world. Minus synagogue and Satan, the whole world. Should I take it again? I will be kind enough to do that. Because I said the more they strike, the more Abeyawakim multiply. You are playing with fire, serpents. I take it again. And the great dragon was cast out. It is great, okay? Not small dragon. It's not a small boy. It's great. And the great dragon. This is the Ihukana, the one you call Joseph vision of the great dragon, be revealed unto him by Yahushua HaMashiach. You see, he said the great dragon is not small, okay? Put your house in order. This deity is wicked. It's not small. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. Where is his old origin? Genesis 3. That old serpent called the devil and Satan. Yes, they are together in one tree, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth. No, minus Christahinome. The whole world. TB Joshua Unka, the whole world. Benehi Uka, TD Jace, Joanita, and all these bastard people that said Jesus made them a gay. Jesus made them homosexuality. The whole world. Get life. Should I take it again? He was cast out into the earth. It's right here with you, eh? Don't ever think it's in somewhere. It's the Grand Pope. I'm going to show you where he lives. His paradise is here on earth. And his angels were cast out with it. Did you hear him say he's demon? No, he's angels. They masquerade. They are demons now, but they are masquerade as an angel of light. Do you want to know how does that works? Look to the Christendom. They are the demons that masquerade as an angel of light to deceive, to help this wicked dragon in deceiving the whole world. You have to see their miracle. Is snake, in the name of Jesus, grass, all their stupidity. You need to see all their stupidity, all their idiotic is well pronounced. Where the dragon is, but the final one, the very last DVD to play, or the very last video of a playlist live, started from the old Genesis 3. One more to go. Christianity is second to the last, and Islam is the last video to be played for the whole world to see. So right now, let me take you down to the house of the Grand Pope. Okay, it's right here on earth. Let me show you where he lives. I knew his address. His very address. I have it. Come over. Jeremiah 3:3. Okay, now come over. Just come along with me, baby. I'm gonna show you where this very Grand Pope lives. Alright, now here we are in the kingdom of the Grand Pope. When I'm saying Grand Pope, I'm not saying Allah is your father, or neither Allah is my father. Not at all. But a father of all liars, a father of all twisters. So if you are a liar, twisted the royal law, 100%, in fact, 1,000,000,000%, Allah is your Grand Pope. Started his wickedness, alright, from Genesis 3. Alright now, not too much talk today. I want to focus on what I'm supposed to do today. Here is a 4D snake, and here is how Allah is being written in Arabic. Okay, this get the beheaded sword, and this is Allah's head, always ready to bite people. Okay, and this is a 4D snake. Exactly, this is how Allah is being written in Arabic. So the characteristics of the great dragon that deceiveth the whole world isn't only found in the name of Allah, but also in his mouth. Alright, now let's see from the Brad Goliath. Here I am, Quran 3 or Surah 3:54. And they, the unbelievers, plant to deceive, and Allah planned to deceive the unbelievers, and Allah is the best of all deceivers. Did you get that? When unbeliever is planning to deceive, Allah is also planning to deceive them. How can a mighty one, you call yourself a mighty God, you now bring yourself to that level of a human that, that is not perfect. That was why I said, you see Revelation 12:9, where I just read, what did he call the angels? It said he fell down here on earth with his angel. It never said with his demon. Who are his angel? Like I said, it is the Christendom. Okay, you can't be angel. You can't be angel. You just carry the money of the congregation and went to go and buy 4 private jets. No, angel don't do that. You can't be angel, even buy private jet in the first place. What are you going to do with it? You can't be angel, buy filling station for your wife, whereby the people in the ministry is dying of starvation. That is not angel. To be angel, go to Act of Apostle chapter 4, take it from 32, also way down to 37. Also read Act of Apostle chapter 6. Then you're going to see what angel does. They sold their houses, lands, property to take care of the poor. Those are angels. Those are angels, okay? But Christians, they are the one that masquerade themselves as an angel of light. They are demons. You can't be angel, excuse me, buying 4 private jets. No, that is demon that masquerade himself with the royal law. Now I read on the second mouth from Allah. Quran, Surah 7:99. Are they then saved from Allah's deception? Allah is questioning you. Do you think you are saved before me? I have a lie. I know how to deceive. No one feels safe from Allah's deception. No one, except this is where I hate. I hate this place. It's not added to. Except those that shall perish. Does this make sense? If you want to be safe, you don't believe Allah's deception. And again, you will be except those that is going to perish. No. In a nutshell, what Allah is saying over here, the only people that is going to free from Allah is the only people I won't be able to deceive. They are going to be the people that does not believe Quran. They will be the people that does not believe in me. That is it. That is what Allah is saying. You don't want to be deceived, and you rather don't believe Quran. That is what Allah is saying. If you believe Quran, then you are gone. I take the third mouth from Allah. Quran Surah 8 verses 30. And remember when the unbelievers plant deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you, to kill you, or to expel you. They plot deception, but Allah also plot deception. And Allah is the best of all deceivers. Did you get that? Yes, I'm not going to comment too much, or rather I'm not going to go too much deep into this, because in the part 2 of this message, we have so much to do with Allah. So let me take it very simple today. How he deceived the whole world. I'm going to say that in clip 2. So let me hang it up today in this manner, because I have so much again to talk about this mystery of sex. Alright now. Here we are again. If you are a typology, that can keep good memory, by now you should have, be answering these questions for yourself or in your heart. What do we all see from the written name of Allah in Arabic? It's a snake. Here is a true snake for the snake. Did you see? What is the difference? Yes, it's a curse one. It's coming to curse the whole world. So this is a snake, okay? That's going to work with the whole world. This is Sharia law. This is Allah you are seeing over here. This is Sharia law that's going to pour that garbage upon the whole world. Why am I doing this? Allah is a garbage. Jesus is a garbage. I don't want them to dump themselves on me. So that's why I'm doing this. So right now, this is the garbage that is coming to dump himself in the whole world. If not, then you get ready to to be stoned to death, or set ablaze, or behead. So that is the punishment of the one that rebelled against Allah. Not too much to be said today. You see the Pope already, the Grand Pope of all liars already become Messiah, make it so clear. John 8:44. He said, you are of your father the devil. Okay, he has so many children. Then he says he's a liar and the father of all liars. Okay, when you are a liar, you don't go by the royal law, statutes, and commandment. Therefore, Allah is your Grand Pope. Okay, eternal. Okay, it could be eternal, it could also be temporary. That is when you come out from his deception. That is gonna be, temporary. So this is how, what did Allah means again, right? In the Yahudiya language, that is the holy language. For now, it's being called Hebrew, as you can see. It simply means curse. That is why I keep asking people, do you think that is going to be a simple thing? First time for Abba Yehowa to release curses from his mouth? You don't think that is going to be unique? You don't think that is going to be a sign? Of course, it's going to be a sign on earth. Alright, so that curse we see it already on the head of one deity called himself Allah, the greatest of all, the best of all deceiver. It is his name is simply curse, as in the curse serpent, right? In Genesis 3, the old serpent, it got cursed. So that curse is a sign. And we see that sign already on the head of Allah. Not just to found it in his name, also in his bragging, that this is who he is. Allah is a curse. It simply means curse eternal. And he's going to curse everyone here on earth. In the four corners of the earth. He said it curse every man, both free and bad. So this is curse. It's not going to be released upon, the slave only. No, it's also both great and small. Who are the great? It curse heaven. It curse your serious pigs. You just pray to be a part of that is going to make heaven. You're going to see the first thoughts of Abba Yehowa on earth, how he once garnished his earth. Go to Revelation 21 and read it. You're going to find it. That is how he first of all makes the first earth. Look at what we are seeing today. Do you see anything of that glory here on earth today? No. The serpent turned that glory upside down. So this is how it calls Abba Yehowa. It calls everyone. It calls everyone. Okay? It's the cursing. The final course will be, that is the last DVD or video to be played, in this live playlist, right from Genesis 3, 1 month ago. We are already watching, the second to the last video, which is the Christendom. The very last video is the Islam. That one is the one to play it, last. Then after that, judgment will be set upon Allah and all his children. Christendom, they are also his children, okay? Never get it twisted. They are also his children. So we're going to see that more in part 2 of this segment. I want to take it very simple right now. Here I am, Matthew 24:24. For they shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. We are out every Shabbat, and so I'm healed in Yehoshua's mighty name, because he came for this reason. So for this reason, the Son of Man, descended here on earth, to set the captive free, to destroy the works of darkness. This is the reason why he came. I am healed, okay? But I'm saying all this unto the glory or in thanksgiving unto Abba Yehowa. I should have even be bringing out my personal problem here in my ministry. But thanks be unto Abba Yehowa, because I knew it was an attack heavily. Seriously. One died right away, or the other one is still in coma. Only one survived. Okay? That should be glory. That should be thanksgiving unto Abba Yehowa, who spared my own side. Okay? Because the one that died, now the family, they are in great pains, of course. Even my brother, all over his body is being broken into pieces. Look at me, that also stayed to hell. I wanted to just pass out. Serious attack that I can't even raise my head. As I'm talking now, water is flowing out of my nose and my mouth. I've never seen anything like this. But I bet you want to make it so clear unto me that it's a door that is about to be opened. So that is why this serpent is so rough. You want to put sorrow. No, the blessing of Abba Yehowa make us, rich and add no sorrow. Okay, so it is of eternal glory. So for some, say demon, they see what we don't see. You have already seen the greatness of that, glory. So that's why you wanted to, rob me of it. But it is a lie. It is a liar. I'm alive. My brother is alive. We are coming out now with powerful thanksgiving unto Abba Yehowa, who did it for us. With this being said, Meshmaker and people, Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this life resurrecting message, titled for you and me, right in the presence of Abba Yahuwah from the very mouth of Abba Yahuwah. Titled now for you and me, The Mysteries of Sex. It's the heavy. I've been doing all kinds of, mysteries. I've never received an attack like this. He has been fighting me. Sometimes I say it, sometimes I keep it. But this way now, I want to go and touch my brother. The only king among queens. But he has failed. He has failed because he said this generation shall not pass away. We are the generation to see the returning of our great king, Yahushua HaMashiach. We are going to see him here on earth. We're going to die with him. We're going to go everywhere with him. That is what the royal law said. All right now. So with this wonderful message, life-giving, life-resurrecting, it makes healing. Message titled for you and me, The Mystery of Sex. It is let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Part 1. I worked it out already. It's going to be having 1 and 2. So next Shabbat is going to be the part 2. Okay, so I'm doing the part 1 right now. We start already. So this is the mystery of it. The mystery of sex. Sempet. Shame unto you. I'll keep going about the message of my Father. You cannot struck me. Nay, you can't. Greater is he that is in me, and he that is in you, serpent, the crooked serpent, the cast one, the Allah, the very grandpa of all liars. I bless Abba Yahuwah for all and in all. So we should give him thanks in every situation we are going through. This is his will concerning our lives. I bless his name. All right, now here I am, Deborah. Let us first of all feast with our Yahushua HaMashiach, with our Adonai, the eternal King. Okay, have it, a life-giving word for you and me. Deborah 32, 1-4. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah, ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. Yes, I will publish the name of Abba Yahuwah, as my king did. So do I. He said, I come in my Father's name, John 5:43. And likewise, what I'm doing over here, when you call Yahuwah, Yud He Wah He, I am that I am. This is how we publish his name, okay? 3 now, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah, ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. Now that we are publishing his name, therefore you are going to be ascribing. That is your job, to ascribe, greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. Oh yes, his work is perfect. That's it. For all his ways are judgment. That is correct. A Elohim of truth. You can bear witness of that. And without iniquity again, you can bear him witness that is holy. Just and right is eternal. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I bless you. I baruch your mighty name, Abba Yahuwah, for you are awesome and you are powerful. Thank you once again for the rescuing. You are our rescuer. You always be with us. You say you will never leave us nor forsake us. Thank you for your powerful movement, for you are our eternal rescuer. Hallelujah. So yet another presentation to go. Quickly, let us look into what is the royal law for. How does it play out in our lives? Here I am. Point 1. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people Israel. Point 2. It outlines how the marriage would function, its stipulation, and what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3. Its precept describe how the marriage would function. Point 4. Its word pictures tells what marriage life won't be like. Point 5. Its judgment describe how each of the party would relate to each other. Point 6. For either party to violate this agreement, violate the marriage itself. Point 6 now. Now point 7. For the groom promised never to violate it because the groom is Abba Yahuwah himself. He has never ever broken his word. Don't have the appetite to do that. Okay, he said they will fight against us, but they will not prevail against us. So that is his word that stands sure eternal. Regardless what is going to happen, the word of Abayewa, conquer it all. So this is his word. You don't have the appetite to break his word. You don't have the appetite to deny his word. This is the guarantee you and me have that heaven is our home. Why? Because of him that is eternally faithful. He is not a man that should lie. Neither is son of man that need no repentance. Whatever he said, it is eternal. Not like this mad Jesus, okay, and mad Allah. That says Shabbat is perpetual. No, now no more perpetual. Allah is keeping Freak Day, Friars Day. Christians is keeping Sunday, Sungas. You see how stupid they are? They are idiotic, next not to be tolerated, okay? You see the first heaven, you see the first earth. That is the criteria of I am there with the royal law. We see it. You still come to me with that madness. What would be the use of it? What happened to Shabbat? Is Shabbat a burden for you to keep? Are you not keeping Sunday, Sungas? Islam, are you not keeping Freak Day? Then why doing that? Okay? Why doing that? Is Shabbat a burden for you to keep? No, you have your own day. Anyway, like I said, I don't have no much time, for this. Let me go for my message today because in part 2, we have so much to discuss about this Allah and his, sex ability. That will be done in part 2 because that is the perversion of sex. Sex is a holy food from above. But the perversion of it, we're going to see that next Shabbat. Okay. Alright, now finally, family, one more presentation to go. After this, we get stats. And run the race and say the mystery of this word. SEX. It's fully loaded as usual. So now, last presentation to go. Abayewa review story dream. A man I saw in my vision was just downloading all these mysteries, to pervert it. Not to please Abayewa, but rather to pervert it. Okay, so Abayewa now asked me to be doing this. Said this is how they are going to remove their filthy hands away from my message. You have already, death. When the royal law, see how you turn that one into garbage. You want to also touch someone else for that Abayewa is digging out? No, that cannot be done. The royal law is enough for you, the Christian, okay? Now, it is like that of FBI warning. Rather, it is being called Yud-He Wah-He warning from above. If you listen to this message and you want to download it and resound it under the voice of you, and you now say Jesus give it to you, Ebola, we attend you Jehovah's mighty name. Okay, Ebola is going to deal with you severely. Because we are destroying Jesus over here. If you are a constant follower, you can bear me witness of that because it's the first Messiah. So you can not just come and take up my vision about your word given unto me and not say Jesus gave it unto you. Rather, no, that is you are contradicting this message. Jesus don't give it to you. If you try it, Ebola will attend you in Jehovah's mighty name. If you download this message, you want to resound it under the voice of you use it to place any deity at all, such as Allah, Jesus, and Christian Ghost Fire. The causes of Sapphira and Ananias will attend you in Jehovah's mighty name. If you download this message, you want to resound it on the voice of you, and you place any money making of any kind, obligation of any condition of any kind, such as a sowing of seed, the hottest place in the link of fire shall be your dwelling in Jehovah's mighty name, because you are perverting it. So due to this perverting part, the scripture scripture references that validate it, Joshua 6:26, out of Apostle 5:1-11, out of Apostle 36-12, Revelation 22:17-19 or 18-19, one of 18-19. But if you download it and you want to resound it under the voice of you in pleasing Abba Yahuwah, in reaching out to the Lordship of Yahweh, also the chosen Gentile, double crown of glory is upon your head. Because of your faithfulness, your family is going to benefit from it. In you, this word will be fulfilled. This spoken word of Abba Yahuwah that can never return empty unto him until he accomplish that which he has signed it for will be fulfilled in you. That saith, I will save one and save the entire household. In you it will be fulfilled. Why? Because you do what pleases Abba Yehovah's heart in Yehovah's mighty name. With this being said, let us get started. A river of living waters is overflowing over here. A superb duper vision. A deep center of reality vision. A serious climbing mountain vision. Another level vision. A truth for life vision. A center head figure vision. A predominant vision. There is something about me, His glory, His heavenly ark of covenant. That is what Abba Yehovah is making known unto you through His ministries or through His mysteries. So it is awesome. Here we go, the mysteries of this holiest, noblest, romantic word called what? Sex. First of all, I want to pass this information or this great information to all of you. What the royal law says very clear about sex. It makes it so clear, okay? So that you won't be having no excuses. It's so clear. Like a broad daylight, is very clear. Number one, sex is not for a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Very clear. Number two, sex is not meant for homosexuality. Very clear from the royal law. Number three, sex is not meant for bestiality. Okay. Number four, sex is not meant for lesbianism. Number five, sex is not meant for sex doll. That is the latest now. It has been there for ages, but it's coming, so wide in this last day. So in part 2, you're going to discover what is all this for. These are the perversion of it. Number 6, sex is not meant for pedophiles. It's not meant for them. They are kids. They are just children. A grown-up man can be, having sexual desire upon children. That is wicked. It's not meant for them. Pedophiles. Point 7 says it's not meant for necrophilians. We got this in Islam. We're going to explore this in part 2. Having sex with the dead, just as their Fatwa Seth and their Muhammad also do likewise. He did it. So we're going to unveil that in part 2, the perversion of it. It's not meant for necrophilians. Necrophilia, yeah. But eternal spiritual food for husband and wife. That is what sex is being given unto. What is the title? The title simply goes like this: The Mystery of Sex. It is, let your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, that is our Adonai's prayer. The very way he taught you and me to be praying until he comes. Okay, there is a will in heaven going on. He said we should pray for that same will to go on here on earth. And this is the title of this very word, holiest, noblest. It is the most powerful, wonderful, sweetest relationship amongst all relationships Abba Yehovah give unto man. It is gift. It is the eternal gift Abba Yehovah bestowed unto husband and wife. Nothing more. So all this one that I just listed, I'm going to see that in part, that is the perversion of it. That meant not to be so. So right now, with this being said, let's get started with the very first mystery, which is S. Alright now, so we'll go for the very first letter of this one called sex. Now, sex unfold. Sex unlocked. The very first letter, what did they call? X. So what did they go for? Simply go for spiritual, sacred, sweet, smelly, savor service. Should I take it again? What it says go for? The first letter. The reason why Yehovah gave it. It is spiritual. Okay? Sacred. Sweet. Smelly, savor service. In other words, it is spiritual service. You don't know how it come about. You don't know what happened. You don't know how Abayiwa put it together. Were you there when they built the peanuts like that? Were you there when he built the vagina like that? Do you know how he come to pass? Were you there how he taught them, to be bang? Were you there? It is spiritual. He himself gave it. So right now I want to see what that is. It says sweet sex. The very first letter go for spiritual, sacred, a sweet, a smelling, savor service. Unto Abe Yehovah, okay? So right now I want to first of all tie that. So in order for you to get deep with the things of the spiritual, you must be a spiritual minded somebody. Okay, even the pagans, they are spiritual minded. Islam, they are spiritual minded. Christians, they are spiritual minded. Because do you know where evil is? Do you know where it's being located? That is spiritual. Okay? The pagan also does so. Only atheists said there's nothing like that. But every other person said there is something, like that. So that is a spiritual minded. Alright now. So because this service, it is spiritual. It's not physical. The spiritual. That's one to dig into because the physical will unveil the spiritual. Here I am, First Corinthians 2:13. I read. You can read 1 to 16 also, or 1 to 15, but I'm just picking up the part of it. 13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which makes wisdom, which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Ruach HaKodesh teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. That is the place I want to get to. Alright now. The same chapter, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, I read just 1. We can read it all. It's talking about spiritual gift. I read 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant. That is what I want to prove. Spiritual, that is a gift, and that spiritual gift will not manifest physically in you, but altogether it happened first in the spirit realm. So that's what we want to talk about here. Okay, here I am, Romans 1 chapter 20, 1 verses 20. I read now. For the invisible is spiritual, okay? For the invisible things of him from the creation of the word are clearly seen. You see the physical, part of sex. All right now, the physical is unveiling the spiritual. Be understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. You really, you don't have no excuses. Sex is not for boyfriend. It's not. All these places I just cut out, it is not. You don't have no excuses to justify it. Like James Swally said Jesus make him to be a gay. James Robinson said Jesus make him to be a gay. We're going to see all this in part 2. This is the perversion of it. But you have no excuses. Okay? Here I am, Matthew 6, 9 to 10. You can read it 9 to whatever. Alright now. I take it from now. When the apostles asked Yahushua to teach them how to pray and what to pray for. Excuse me. Alright now. I read now. After this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. This is worshipped, okay? You need to first of all worship him. First of all, you have to know that you have a father. That is the first step to take. You have a father, right? Where you have a father, which is a spiritual. This is unseen. You can see. That's why his son comes. When you see his son, and that you see the father. So, secondly, you need to know. You need to know where he lives. He lives in heaven. Allah lives here on earth. The very grandpapa of all liars. Then thirdly, you need to worship him. First of all, you need to know you have a father. Secondly, you need to know where your father's house is. And thirdly, you need to worship him. Now, listen now, the fourth one. Thy kingdom come. There's kingdom that needs to come. The one in heaven needs to come down here on earth. Listen now. After that one has come, the kingdom in heaven come down here on earth. Listen now. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. There is a will going on about this very... First of all, let me just say this with a very clear heart, okay? I know when we are dealing into these mysteries, it makes a lot of people, so many, uncomfortable. Whereby the truth is everywhere from the royal law. But you don't want to dive into that truth. You don't want to dig into that truth. You don't want to be planted and be rooted into that truth. You now begin to see sex as a something that originated from men. So first of all, I would like to let you know about this. If you know this is going to make you uncomfortable, you better take a walk. Okay, just take a leave. Because I can't compromise like what Aaron did. Aaron simply knew, to compromise it is wicked. Aaron simply knew, to worship other deity. The people of the book meant not to do that. But rather he compromised. You see, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to explore. I'm going to really, really expose it through the royal law. So if you know it's going to make you uncomfortable, that sex originated from heaven, excuse me, brother, excuse me, sister, you better take a walk. I'd rather have just one viewer, establishing the truth, rather than be having 1,000 viewers or 1,000,000 viewers, with a lie, being failed with a lie. I know a lot of few people love, to be deceived. You love lies. But we are not doing that here because I'm worthy of salvation. We need to dig into the mysteries of Abba Yahuwah. So right now there's a will in heaven going on. That will needs to be unveiled or established here on earth. Also is our prayer. But you are running away. You don't want to pray the will of Abba Yahuwah to be done here on earth. All right now. So we are digging into the first mystery. What did they go for? Spiritual, sacred, sweet, smelly savor service. Okay, of this word called so that's what they go for. It's spiritual. It is sacred. It is sweet. It has wonderful perfume. And it's service. And savor unto Abba Yahuwah. Service. It is spiritual. You're going to get confused. Get convinced, excuse me. I rebuke you, serpent. I've done more than enough. Get behind me. In Yahuwah's mighty name. I go by the name of Abba Yahuwah. So right now, you're going to get, convinced after we are done with this. Except you are not you are a lie. Except you are not a truth lover. Except you are in the other camp of, Allah is the grandpop of all liars, eh? Here I am, Matthew 27:51. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain, from the top to the bottom, and the earth did shook, and the rock rent. Do you think that is a small mystery? As soon as my king gave up the spirit, this is temple, this is holies of holies, the curtain, like here now, here is the curtain. You see how it's 5 pillars? I'm going to unveil that also in part 2. You see the curtain, as soon as Yahushua gave out the spirit, you don't see what is inside there. And as soon as he gave out the spirit, that curtain is red from the top down to the tip, the bottom. Okay? So no more secret. The secret inside here is unveiled. The veil is being, it was being, get out of the way. He was being taken out of the way for you to see what is inside the holies of holies. That's what I want to unveil over here. Stay tuned. But if it's going to make you uncomfortable, please can you take a walk? Because my mouth is going to be open so widely, okay? Don't dare. So I bring it more closer. Here is the veil. Inside is holies of holies. Only 3 objects is being found over there. Here is the veil. This is what shield the holies of holies. But as soon as Yahushua gave up the spirit, it was rent from here way down. Then the secret is exposed. That is what I want to make known unto you now. What is inside? What is going on in the holies of holies? Stay tuned. All right, now there's a mysteries we need to know because the veil is already being rent. We need to see the holies of holies. No more mystery inside in it. Here I am in the book of Anuka 16. I take from verses 2. If you have it, you can read all 16. I read verses 2. And now as to the watchers who have set thee to intercede for them, who had been aforetime in heaven, said to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you. And you know wordless ones. And this in the okay, yes, you know wordless ones. So even though all this deity, Allah that fell from glory, Jesus that fell from glory, even though they were once in heaven, of course, but they thought they know the mystery already of all the mysteries of Abba Yehovah. That was why they rebelled. Rather, the one you knew it is just John 3:16. Okay, they are more deeper in it, but you don't know that. You have no idea. You thought Abba Yehovah, get started or finished with only John 3:16. That was why they rebelled. But there's more to unveil. So right now, let's go more deep inside this word called sex. The very first alphabet we see is spiritual. Let's, unveil that more. All right now, Exodus Shemot 25, verses 8 to 9. So I want to dig into these mysteries that is going on that's spiritual. We are the temple of Abba Yehovah, isn't it? Here is the temple, but we are the temple. So what is going on inside this temple that is also going on in use? The spiritual one is going on over here. The very one you carry out physically. All right now. Shemot 25, 8 to 9. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I shown thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood. Okay, I'm going to hang over there. We are coming right back here. So you see the tabernacle. This is the tabernacle. Inside. What is going on inside over there? The one you have on earth is a replica. You are the temple of Abba Yehovah. Are you going to deny that? All right now. Here is the temple. And the temple was being rent. As soon as Yahushua gave out the spirit, this curtain, the veil, that shield that covered the holies of holies was being rent. So let's dig into what is over there. You are the temple. We are the temple of Abba Yehovah, isn't it? Here is the temple, where some worship powerful is going on. We are just read in Exodus 25, 8 to 9. Abba Yehovah said he needs to make that tabernacle according to the pattern shown him. That is according, whatever we have here, it is a replica of what is going on in the heavens. Okay, so this building or whatever tabernacle is a pattern, is what is in the heavens. Okay, we see that in Hebrew. It's what we have over there, over there. So here is the replica. So I want to see the one up there in order for we, to get along with these deep mysteries. This one is also heavy meat, the very first alphabet. Okay. Here I am, Revelation 15, I take 5. There is a tabernacle in heaven, and the replica is here on earth. I read, and after that I looked, and I behold, and after that I looked, and behold, the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was opened. No more secret, eh? But you are seeing it as a secret. The very moment Yahushua gave out the spirit, this curtain, this is the curtain that was rent in Matthew 27:51. Have you ever wondered one day what does that have to do with the work of the cross? If it is not important for your salvation to know what is going on inside the temple, why was it rent? Okay, now the holies of holies. That is where it was rent, not the outer court, not the inner court, the holies of holies, the curtain, the veil. This is what separates it. This is why you cannot see holies of holies. But when he gave out the spirit, this curtain was rent from top to the bottom. Everything was exposed. Abba Yehovah is using woman these days to dig out the mystery of him that is already going on in heaven, down here on earth. You are murmuring. All right now. So I read verses 8. And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of Yehovah, because that is where it is, and from his power. And no man were able to enter into the temple till the 7. Okay. All right now. The temple is open. The temple, the tabernacle is already being sealed. So let's put some more. All right now. Revelation 21, just read 3. If You can take it from 1. I'm taking 3. Okay, or should I? 2 or 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yehovah out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay, in other words, the earth should be masculine, feminine, while the heaven is going to be called masculine, because the earth is being called bride, prepared as a bride, for her husband. So the earth should be, feminine, while the heavens will be masculine. 3 now. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their Elohim. So what is tabernacle? In this concept, it has to be a wife. The tabernacle, the presence of Abba Yahweh in this tabernacle. The presence of Abba Yahweh is right in this tabernacle. It's going to dwell over there with us. Let's put some more. I know you're not going to get convinced until you see mysteries, until you see wonders, until you see before you believe. Thomas, we're going to put some more. This is just a light one of it. Now I'm reading verses 9. That's a chapter. Revelation. And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. We see Jerusalem, or the new earth, is a location, and it's also, a wife. It's also a wife. It's a location, it's a people, it's a wife. All right now. Okay, Revelation 11:19 now. So after we are done with the tabernacle and the ark, first of all, we are dealing with the tabernacle over here. Okay, so after that we proceed now and check out what is inside this tabernacle, holies of holies, where the service is going on. I read now. 11:19, Revelation 11:19. And the temple of Yehovah was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his covenant. Okay, when this temple was being opened, then I say, what did they see in the temple of Abba Yehovah? Only the ark of the covenant, the ark of testimony, of his testimony. So right now we want to unveil. Now we are done with the temple. We are the temple of Abba Yehovah, like Apostle Shahu saith. 1 Corinthians 6, I'm going to also unveil that in part 2. It said, your body is the temple of Yehovah, therefore glorify him with your own body. Because 1 Corinthians 3, 15 to 17 says, you are the temple of Abba Yahweh. Say anyone who defiled that temple, him will Yahuwah destroyed. And you are his temple. And we are dealing with the temple. So now that we are done with the temple, we see there is a temple in heaven. There is also a temple here. You and me, we are the temple of Yehovah. You and we see when the temple of Abba Yehovah was being opened in heaven, what we found over there? The ark of his testimony, the ark of the covenant. So now we want to explore the ark of the covenant. We are done with the temple part. Now we are going to the ark of the covenant, because inside that temple there is something inside that temple called ark of the covenant, and that is only what you're gonna find in the holies of holies. Okay, the ark of the covenant. So I want to unveil what is that, because upon this ark of the covenant, that is where the mercy seat is. That is where the mercy seat is. That is where Abba Yahweh sits. He sat upon the ark of the covenant. So let's unveil what is that ark of the covenant. In order for you to respect sex, in order for you not to misuse this glory, it will be better you understand the significances of this word called sex, in order for you to give glory unto Abba Yehovah. Upon the ark of the covenant, there we found the mercy seat. The mercy seat is being placed upon the ark of the covenant, where Abba Yehovah seated. He rested on the ark of the covenant. And who is the ark of the covenant? Let's unveil that. This is what it is. This is the Ark of the Covenant. These are the two cherubims. And Abba Yahweh always sits, is always on top of that Ark of the Covenant. So let's, dig more into that. Here I am, want to unveil who is the Ark of the Covenant. It's a person, okay? Oh, my nose. And we know the Ark of the Covenant. Maybe I'm going to read it also. How was it being made? We know Yahushua is the tree of life. A tree came from wood, or wood came from tree. Serpent is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. We know Yazrael in Romans chapter 11, they are tree, the good olive tree. We know the Gentiles are the white olive tree, okay? They came from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And we also know Nebuchadnezzar was also a tree, okay? So a seed came from, a wood came from tree. So the Ark of the Covenant is a woman. That is one of veil, is a person. But the one that is being given you here on earth, that is how that is just how Abba Yahweh made it. Then I'm going to unveil unto you, maybe in part 2 or this still part 1, why Abba Yahweh put it in this way, because that ministry now is in exile. But there is a atonement needs to be making for it in order for it to come out after the great tribulation. And the mystery is being exposed. So we are unveiling the Ark of the Covenant is a policy. All right now. Hebrews 1 and 9. I take from 1. Then verily the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service, and a worldly sanctuary. For there was a tabernacle made, the first, wherein was the candlestick, and the table, and the shewbread, which is called the sanctuary. And after this, the second veil. Okay? That is where the tabernacle, which is called the holiest of holiest, which had the golden censer and the Ark of the Covenant, overlaid around about with gold, wherein was the golden pot that had manna, and Aaron's rod that burned, and the tablet of the covenant. This is all you're going to find inside the ark. And over it, the cherubims of glory, shadowing the mercy seat, of which we cannot now speak particular. Yes, my brother hung it over there, but me, I will go more further, okay? All right now. So we see already what contains. What is this inside the Ark of the Covenant? Only 3 objects. The manna pot, that is the pot of manna, like bread, and the what? Aaron's staff, okay, burned it, and what? The royal law. So we want to see. What was that? Who is the Ark of the Covenant? That inside the Ark of the Covenant, this is the only 3 objects you're going to find over there. All right now, here I am, Exodus 25. I think I take from 17 or so, or 16. Okay. And the state thereof, 17, yeah. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold of a beady work. Thou shalt make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat, and make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their face shall look one to another towards the mercy seat. The faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat, listen now, and thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark. And in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I shall give thee, and there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the cherubims, which are upon the ark of the testimony of all things which I give thee in the commandment unto the children of Yazrael. This is the seat of Abba Yahweh, and this is the Ark of the Covenant. Abba Yahweh is always on the seat. Yeah, because it's spiritual. Sex is spiritual. It's always, this is it, okay? Abeyewa always on top. The ark, the Mercy seat. Yes, the Mercy seat. This is the ark, and inside this ark, let's see who is the ark. I'm making it unto wood. It's being made of wood. We know, Yeah, I proved that already. So right now, I want to check into those three objects inside the Ark of the Covenant. And who is the Ark of the Covenant? Is a person, okay? Is a person, okay? So I want to deal with the objects. There are three objects found inside the Ark of the Covenant first, before we unveil finally who is the Ark of the Covenant. Here I am, John 1:14. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us, and we behold his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Is the word. He said because the Ten Commandments, or the two tablets, that is the number one object we are unveiling right now. So let's go now to the pot of manna, or the bread the earth ate in the wilderness. We unveiled that already. Who is the word? It is Yahushua HaMashiach inside the Ark of the Covenant. So now we go for a pot of manna, or manna pot. Here I am, John 6:35. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. Is the bread we found inside the Ark of the Covenant. When he was rebuking the Pharisees, he make it so clear that the bread they eat, because he is more better, he is the more perfect way into the heavenlies. Okay, now he's the bread of life. That's where I really actually want to prove. Okay, and that we saw it right inside the Ark of the Covenant. The two objects we proved already, so one more to go. You see, when he was dealing with the Pharisees, he make it so clear unto them, the one they ate in the wilderness, because that is the old system of it, or they still die. But anyone that eat of me now, it will live eternal, because that is the perfect, more unique way into heaven. Okay, they ate of that, that was physical, they still passed away. But this one is spiritual. Okay, this is the more better way, because it's the consummation, because the one they ate isn't the consummation. It still have to pass up before the original one come, before the author of life surface here on earth. Because until he shed that blood, everything in the Old Testament, sorry, they are just serving for temporary service. His blood is the one to consummate it. Oh, that was why they died. But you also see here, we also die, What's the difference? What's the difference now? Yeah, they ate of it, they still die wickedly, some perished, But if you eat of this new one, you are not going to die, except the one that are also going to eat it and still do wickedly, you will also die. Okay? Because Apostle shall make it so clear that many of you, because you take this bread and the wine on the worldly manner, it's some of you are fall asleep, and while some of you is sick. Okay? When you take it on the worldly manner, he brings judgment of damnation, like what he did, in the old time. All right, now so we want to unveil the prince side, the rod. Okay. Hebrew can read all chapter 7, but I'm picking just one verse 24. Should I take from 23? And they surely were made priests, because they were not suffered to continue by reason of death. Okay. 24. But this man, because he continueth ever, hath an unchangeable priesthood. Yahushua is the eternal high priest. It is unchangeable in the order of Melchizedek. You can keep reading, you're going to find it all over there. So the burning staff of Aaron, or rod, is the eternal high priest, which is Yahushua. And the part we see is the word of Abeyewa, which is Yahushua. And the law, it is the word of Abeyewa again. And this is the only three objects inside this Ark of the Covenant. Shall we put some, shall I die? Alright, now we unveil what that contains already. So now I want to unveil who is the Ark of the Covenant. In order for we to know what sex is, where they came from, who is involved and who is not involved. That's why we are doing this very segment. In order for you to honor and understand that it never originated here on earth, it will never be given out because of you. It originated from the author of life, Yehovah himself. So right now I want to see who is the Ark of the Covenant. Like we already, we know wood came from tree, and we know tree is human. Okay? We knew that already. Are you going to dispute that fact? Of course not. Here I am, want to reveal who is the Ark of the Covenant. Luke chapter 135. You can take it from 26 way down to 35, but I'm reading only 35. And the angel answered and said unto her, the Ruach HaKodesh shall come upon thee, and the power of the highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore also that holy thing which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of Yehovah. How did he do it? On top. The Ruach HaKodesh come on top of her. Abba Yehovah is always on top. Get life. This happened here on earth between you and me. We knew. You believe Messiah has a father. Of course. How did he do it? The Ruach HaKodesh is going to come upon thee as a husband come upon his wife. Abba Yehovah is always on top. He came upon the Ark of the Covenant. And we want to see who is the Ark of the Covenant. Eternal. Here is it seated. It's rest. Okay. Alright, now here I am. We are proving now who is the Ark of the Covenant. I have not yet made, I'm let you know already. I'm making note to you already. It's a person and it's a woman. But I'm going to let you know who is that woman. Maybe you know already by now. Exodus said the Ruach HaKodesh is going to come upon you. The glory of Abba Yehovah is going to overshadow you. So let's see now who is the Ark of the Covenant. Here I am. Exodus 40:34. There a cloud covered the tent of the congregation, and the glory of Yehovah filled the temple. Okay? And Moshe was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation. Yes, when about Yehovah involved, he gets man out of the way. When he came in with the power of his fullness, he just gets men out of the way. They were unable. Moshe, sorry, you built the ark. I know. You built the temple. You did it for me. Because after, this is the installation of it. This is the first service of it. When Abba Yehovah gave him the ark, the temple, everything needs to be done, the tabernacle. As soon as he dedicated unto Abba Yehovah, this is what took place. Exactly what also took place when a child was being planted in the womb of Maria. Okay, she is the Ark of the Covenant. We are still putting some more. We are going to prove it powerfully unto you, where Abba Yehovah seated on top of the Ark of the Covenant, and the Ruach HaKodesh shall come upon thee. And we now see the glory of Abba Yehovah. Say, you will be overshadowed. And we see when the temple was being dedicated, the glory of Abba Yehovah overshadowed the tabernacle. In fact, Moses couldn't enter. Yes, when Abba Yehovah is in full movement, he get mad. He will just, remove me out of the way. All right, now here I am, 2 Samuel 6:7. And the anger of Yehovah was kindled against Uzzah, and Yehovah smote him there for his error, and there he died by the ark of Yehovah, because you are not worthy. That is why any man, no, you are not worthy. When you touch a woman that is not yours, this kind of destruction is going on among the men, because woman is holy unto her husband, and we're going to see more into that in part 2. So right now you see Abba Yehovah killed him because you are not the Ark of the Covenant. You are not worthy. Only the high priest needs to get there. Not one else, but just the high priest needs to do service over there. A body of a woman is only being made just for one man. Any man that tore into pieces is going to face the wrath of Abba Yehovah. And no fact, billions is going to face this judgment of unworthy sex. When serpent, Genesis 3, when he touched the very first woman, he got killed. Abba Yehovah pronounced causes of eternal damnation upon him. Go to Revelation 10. He was not being cast into the lake of fire. That brought about his death, eternal, no mercy. Because you touched the Ark of the Covenant. Adam, the first Adam alone needs to touch that woman, not you. You see, Uzziah touched, he got killed. Because you are not one. Only the high priest needs to go there. Okay? So, serpent touched, he died. He was being, pronounced eternal damnation. And we see where Abba Yehovah did it. Let's put some more. Because we know Maria is also like that of the first Kawa. Because she is the one Abba Yehovah used to restore the first Kawa. the first Kawaf brings about this destruction. Okay, so we know the first, the Mariam is playing the part which the first Kawaf couldn't. Okay, but anyone that touches them got killed. Yeah, okay, this one place, 2 Samuel 6:9. And David was afraid of Yehovah that day, and he said, how shall the ark of Yehovah come to me? Exactly the same question we also found from Elizabeth. Here I am, Luke chapter 1, 43. And whence is this to me, that the mother of my Adonai should come to me? Okay. Okay, David said, how can the ark, how am I going to bring it? How can it come to me? And Elizabeth answered, the mother of my Adonai should come to me. We put some more. Alright now. We come back again, 2 Samuel 6:16 now. And as the ark of Yehovah came into the city of David, Micah's Saul's daughter looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before Yehovah, and she despised him in her heart. I'm not after that, okay? Dancing and leaping. Let's see who also does that. Alright, now here I am, Luke chapter 1:41. Does this really amaze you that this proving of the Ark of the Covenant, they are just in one chapter? 2 Samuel 6 talks about it all. Luke chapter 1 talks about it all. And it has to do with the very mother of Yahushua HaMashiach. She is the wife of Abba Yehovah. That is the spiritual part of it all. I read now Luke 1:41. And it came to pass that when Elizabeth heard the salutation of Mariam, the baby leaped in her womb. Elizabeth was filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. You see, when the ark was being brought into the city of David, he leaped and danced. When the ark of the covenant also entered into the house of Elizabeth, the baby in his womb, her womb also leaped, for glory. Coincidence? Okay, now we put some more. Alright now. We are back again to 2 Samuel 6:11 now. And the ark of Yehovah continued in the house of Obed-Edom 3 months. 3 months. The ark of the covenant of Abba Yehovah was there. Let's also get a precept. Alright now, back again to Luke chapter 1, verse 56. Alright now, Obed-Edom stays, the ark of the covenant stays in the house of Obed-Edom 3 months. Okay, I read. And Maria abode with her about 3 months and returned to her house. She also stays with Elizabeth for 3 months. This is coincidence, you think so? Out of the mouth or 2 or 3 witnesses, we even got a more than 3. Testimony should be established. We got more than how many now? Back here again, 2 Samuel 6, 1-2. Again, David gathered together all the chosen men of Israel, 30,000. And David arose and went with all the people that were with him from Belial of Judah, okay, from Baal of Jehudah, to bring up thence the ark of Yehovah, whose name is called by the name of Yehovah of hosts, that dwelleth between the cherubims. Here is the between the cherubims, where he dwells. His seat is upon the ark of the covenant. The Abba Yehovah is taking rest in his wife. That is what it is. In other words, after man, have really struggled and struggled and struggled, you have all that you want. Where are you going to take your rest? You're going to be taking rest in your wife's vagina. That is what Abba Yehovah is doing. That is why it's being called spiritual service. Okay? Alright now. I read now. We are getting a precept also from Luke chapter 1:39 now. And Maria arose in those days and went into the hill country which with haste into a city of Yehudah. Exactly the same place, the same location with King David. Exactly the same place Maria also went. Coincidence? Okay. You see where we just read exactly the same city, the city of Yehuda, Judea, so wherever, where King David, the Ark of the Covenant was, exactly the same city. Maria also went in haste. He went to that hill, that city of Yehuda. This is not coincident at all. Abba Yahweh is saying something powerful here. This is the secret. This is the veil that is already being read. The secret needs to be exposed. Okay? Back again to 2 Samuel 6:22 now. And I will yet be more veiled than thus, and I will be veiled in my own sight, and of the maidservants which thou had spoken of them shall I be had in honor. You see, when the ark was being brought, the King David danced and celebrate and jubilate. You know, the daughter and son are beginning to speak nonsense. So what did he do? And I said that this male servant, they are going to be looking down at you doing this. And I said, no. This servant, they are going to honor me. Forget story. They are going to honor me because I have done something powerfully. They are going to honor me with all their hearts. Not to insult me, not at all. Exactly the same thing Maria also said. Let's go there now. All right, now. Back again to Luke chapter 1, 46 now to 55 or so. Where do I hang this? Oh, to the very end. Well, no, 50. Yeah, 55. No, 6. This one end at 56. Okay, now I'm reading 46 to 56. Yes. I'm only going to read this part, okay? 46. Now look 146. Amara said, my soul doeth magnify Yahweh, and my spirit hath rejoiced in Yahweh my Savior. For he hath regarded the low estate of his handmaid. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. You see, when King David brought the ark and how he was dancing, Micah, Saul's daughter said, they are going to be ridiculing you because, you know, they saw some unlawful whatever from you. King David said, cut it off. That is a lie. These people, they are going to honor me. Exactly what this woman also said, Maria. From now onward, all generations going to call me blessed. They are going to recognize who I am. They are going to recognize that this is who I am for Abba Yehovah. Okay? So we know by now, you know who is the ark of the is a person. It's not a wood, as you see. So this are sex idiom. These are sexual innuendo found. That is what I want to look into now. Right in the temple. Now, Tehillim, Psalm 99 verses 1. Yehovah reigneth, let the people tremble. He sitteth between the cherubims. This is where he's seated. You see, this is where here is mercy seat. The cherubim will stretch forth their 3 hands, cover by Yehovah. This is his wife, the Ark of the Covenant. Wood, we know already came from tree. That I unveil already powerfully to the glory of Abba Yehovah. Okay? So it's not just on a person, it's not just a wood, it's speaking of a person. We know who she is. Through all this proof, it is Maria, the wife of Abba Yehovah. She is and we see what our womb, we see what the Ark of the Covenant contains, exactly what our womb also contains. 3 objects inside the Ark of the Covenant, the same found in the womb of Maria. A place to place of the Ark of the same was so far from Maria. She is the Ark of the Covenant. When the temple of Abba Yehovah opened, Revelation 11:19, the Ark was being sealed. This is how the Ark was being sealed. Because Abba Yehovah is also going to raise this apostle, somebody to unveil this mystery. That's what we start already. I just discovered this mystery now. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more of it. Because this is the part neglected by almost, all. I'm going to be I know it's tough. Yeah, but I'm going to be doing it. Because it is provable, it is scriptural. So I'm not afraid. It is pure from the heavens. So we are looking into the spiritual part. So right now, how is it sex? How is it also spiritual between man and a woman? Because we see the spiritual part already. So right now, this is how it's being called spiritual. The follicle-stimulating hormones. Follicle-stimulating hormones is the sixth hormones according to the tutorials. Okay, and we also have scripture backing. According to the tutorials, is the sixth hormones, and this very follicle-stimulating hormones responsible for any sex behavior. Because this follicle stimulating hormones, it has to deal with the reproductive organ of a woman and the reproductive organ of a man. That is his part. He is the cause, the release of the egg, okay, and he is the prepared sperm for the man. He is the one that to prepare the sperm, okay, and he is the one to causes the releases of the egg, the one that we'll call ovulation. This follicle stimulating hormones responsible. You see, after you have cleansed the womb, okay, he knew the quantity already of a sperm needed, okay, he will prepare it and drop into the testes of the man. Now, after you have done, the egg is already being released, the sperm is already being prepared and being dropped into the testes of a man. Therefore, he will not put the thought in the heart of the man, he will not put the thought in the heart of the woman to come together and do this holy service. You will be seeing, because I bet you want to walk with our flesh, neither our soul. Let me first of all prove it. Why is it spiritual? All right, now here I am. 1 Thessalonians 5:23. I want to present it to you over here. And the very Yehovah of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray, Yehovah, your spirit and your soul and your body be preserved blameless until the coming of Yehoshua HaMashiach, or until the coming of our Adonai Yehoshua HaMashiach. You see, you have a spirit, you have a soul, you have a body. Which part Abba Yehovah is working with? Your spirit. It has nothing to do with your flesh nor your soul. But your flesh needs to contain your soul and your spirit. That is what we also see in the body of Abba Yehovah. Yehovah the Father, Yehovah the Son, Yehovah the Ruach HaKodesh. We have this three parts in us. Abba Yehovah also have this three parts in him. His own, he is capable, eternal, to separate himself into three different beings. But we are not. But yet we function in this three dimension. So which part Abba Yehovah is communicating with? When I come to this sexual part, not just only sexual part, in all communication, but due to this segment, we are dealing with the mystery of sex. Which part? Now, Abba Yehovah created that follicle stimulating hormones. Okay, he is the one to control, to tell the follicle stimulating hormones now work with the both man and woman, both of them. He is the one to prepare. Abba Yehovah is the one. It's an angel. This follicle stimulating hormones is an angel. Don't get it twisted. It's an angel in a holy people. Is a demon in unholy people. When you take this sex on a worldly manner, they must stand over there. Because we see two witnesses going on right in sex. These two angels need to bear these witnesses while Abba Yehovah sat upon the ark of the his rest. He sat upon the ark of the covenant. And these two angels will also have it in us. These two angels play a very powerful role in our sexual part. This is why it is spiritual. The first hormones that is going to cause the releases of the egg, that is going to prepare the womb for fertilization, it is called follicle stimulating hormones. And the very seventh one is the power of ejaculation, called interstitial cell stimulating hormones. Interstitial cell stimulating hormones. That is the seventh hormones. He is the one, after the sixth hormones has now planted this attitude in the heart of a man, can also put it in their both side heart. That all of a sudden, Abba Yehovah is going to command this angel, that is bearing witnesses also for him, is going to command this angel now to minister to the man, to minister to the woman. He is the angel that is responsible for sex. Okay? So he's going to plant it, the hunger, the taste, the zeal of it. Now you will not be feeling something before you do, you just, touch your wife. You drag her closer. You start you the whole. That is why it is holy service. Spiritual, sacred. Okay, it's holy. Spiritual, sacred. A sweet, smelly savor service. The angels took over. This angel, the very one they are called follicle stimulating hormones, it is an angel. Abayowa always put these two witnesses to bear witness for a man and a woman, like as they are bearing witnesses for him. He said these two angels needs to look to each other. That is, do your part. As soon as the sixth almost is finished, the seventh almost take over. Okay? The seventh almost just took over. So the sixth almost is to prepare the sperm into the testes of the man and prepare the woman, fertilizing the uterus, and causes the releases of the egg. It's the work of him. He does it in the both sides. Why? After you have done with that, with irresponsible for sex behavior, that you now begin to feel sexual, It is, but that is how you work with your spirit. That Abayawa will command this angel. Now he's working, he's passing his message to your spirit. Right away, your spirit will now send the signal to your soul. Right away, your soul will send it now to your flesh. And your flesh is the one to carry out that assignment. Is the one to carry out that holy service. This is why it's spiritual, because Abayawa involves. Holy angels involves. That is why you must not get it wrong the other way around. That is where demon is now also going to be involved. We will see that in part 2. This is how it works. This is why it is spiritual. Your spirit, Abayawa will just command your spirit. When he wants you guys to do the holy service, we command your spirit, come over here. Your spirit is always, when you are being saved, your spirit is right there with him. Right away, the sixth homos understood already. He now begin to play his part. Planted this sex behavior in your heart. Also in the heart of the woman. That is why I said, when woman refuses the man, you blasphemed. You did not reject only the man, you reject your heart desire, you reject the angel's heart desire. Because you're going to stop them, or you're going to cut those service away. Okay? You see, as soon as the sixth homos is done with his own part, the seventh homos took over. Causes the power of ejaculation. Either for enjoyment or for planting of seed. You see, so this is why it's spiritual. You don't know how it is being done. It is heavenly. Let your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. That is the title of the message, the mystery of sex. Okay? So in other words, when the seventh almost causes releases, that is where you now get rest. What is the seventh? What is the number 7? We know the number 7, it means rest. It is the number of Abba Yehovah. Simply mean rest. He worked from day 1 to day 6. On the 7th, he rested. It is the number of heaven. It is the day Abba Yehovah rested. And he also planned that homos that is going to be causing ejaculation in order for you to have rest as well. He now gave that homos and planted it also in number 7, which is called interstitial cell stimulating homos. It is the rest. After grandy, you release this, that pure water. Therefore, you rest. That is melatonin. It induces sleep. You will not sleep like a baby because you have done what you need to be done. What needed to be given out, you gave it out already. Okay? So, therefore, you now rest. Genesis 2. Abba Yehovah rested. That is why you also put that almost in number 7. It is the power of ejaculation. After ejaculation, that is the melatonin. Therefore, you rest. It induces sleep. Okay? So, the final part of this very first alphabet. Also let you know this one is also a heavy meat. Yes, that is how Abba Yehovah always does it. The first mystery is always heavy and heavy. Alright now, so we are going now to the altar. How the service is taking place right in the altar of Abba Yehovah. This is why it's called spiritual. We see the part here on earth already. What is going on right in the altar. How the bullock needs to be, sacrificed right in the altar. So let's see. What was that? Also, it is sexual innuendo. We have already seen how holy, special sex is. That 2 angels needs to bear witnesses. Follicle stimulating hormones is the angel of the left hand. Interstitial stimulating hormones is the angel of the right hand that stand each time you are doing that holy service. These two deities stand and perform and doing their jobs. But whereby you take it in the other way around, two demons also is going to stand, and be doing this wickedness over the very testimony for your sex. Okay, the sex bed, that is wickedness. We'll see that in part 2. So right now, I want to unveil the sacrifices going on right in the altar. That is sexual innuendo given unto you and me. From here, we're going to find it out. Here I am, Ephesians 5. I read verses 1. Be ye therefore followers of Jehovah as dear children. You must be his follower. I don't understand. Why should you say, why is people finding this so difficult that sex is originated from men, not from Abba Yehovah? Why must you do that? Why must you see in these ways? I know this is the most difficult matter in all matter Abba Yehovah give unto us. In every offices Abba Yehovah gave unto us, this is the most difficult. No one want to look into this. But yet he said we should be his follower. That is wherever he do, we need to do. Wherever he goes, we need to go. Wherever he sit, we need to sit. When he speak, we speak. When he act, we act. Whatever he do, we do. He said you should be his follower. So why you not say he's not a part of it? Verses 2 I read. And walk in love, as Yahushua also hath loved us. Okay. And hath given himself, listen now, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahuwah for a sweet smelly savor. What is the first title of this work called sex? Spiritual, sacred, sweet, smelly, savor, service. It is service. Do you see how it works? It is spiritual, sacred. It is holy. It is sweet. It is fat. Nothing as sex. It is so sweet. It smell is wonderful. It smell. It is offering made by fire unto Abba Yehovah when you do it in holiness, because it is eternal service. Okay. So right now, look at how our King did it for you and me. He gave himself. And he had given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahuwah for a sweet smelly savor. Okay. It's an offering. Here's the offering going on now in the altar. So we proceed to 22 now. We are coming right back there. That offering, that is what we are seeing already. How does it conjoin with the altar that we will unveil? Okay, 22 now. Wives, submit yourself unto your whole husband as unto Yahuwah. You see, this is why a wife needs to marry a godly man, a man that fears Yahuwah, because you are going to be submitted to him as you are submitted to Yahuwah. You are going to be doing everything for him as if you are doing it unto Yahuwah, because Abba Yahuwah involved in this service is right there. He gave you the two homos. He gave you the two angels. Every one of us has cherubim to burn and to watch for this very holy service. Cause the preparation and cause the ejaculation. There's angel to prepare your heart for it. There's angel, to fulfill it. That is phallical stimulating almost the sixth angel, and interstitial stimulating almost the seventh angel. I will see that the ark of upon the ark of the covenant, the two cherubims. That is the angel that is doing it. That is the angel that is also doing it for Abba Yehovah. Be his follower, he said. Woman needs to marry a godly man, because if you marry a wayward man, you are going to be submitting unto him as if you are doing it to serpent, to demons. 23. For husband is the head of the wife. Listen, I want to see that service now. For husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the assemblies or congregation, and he is the savior of the body. Okay, husband is the head of his wife. A wife don't have a head, but her husband. You see, Mariam, the ark of the covenant, she don't have a head. Who is her head? Abba Yehovah. Okay. All right, now let me give you the picture of the head. You see how Abba Yehovah sat upon the ark of the covenant, because the mercy seat is always on top. You see this bullock sat upon the altar in doing these holy services. All right, now I'm coming into this. I just want to first of all prepare your heart again for the very last part of this. Here I am, 1 Corinthians 11:3. A head. A woman don't have a head, your husband rather is your head. I read. But I would have you know that the head of every man, it is Yahushua. Is the high priest eternal. And the head of the woman is the man. Your husband is your head. And the head of Yahushua, it is Yahuwah. Okay? So this is how it works. You see, woman don't have a head. Your husband is your head. Okay? Your husband is your head. Therefore, woman, cover up your husband. So let's see how the covering or help is going on between Yahuwah. We see that of Yahuwah already. We see how the woman cover Yahuwah. Helping him to bring into reality his heart desire. And we also see that here on earth. How did the woman cover? In the womb. The womb is the covering. You see the Ark of the Covenant, these three objects was be planted inside that womb. Yahushua represents all three. The word, the Aaron staff, the eternal high priest, and the bread. It represents all three. And we see all three was in the womb of the woman. This is how you cover up your head, woman. This is how you cover up your head. Because when you put it over there, of course, in due time you bring it out for him. This is the services going on. We see Abiyahu's wife did it for him. And this is how a woman also need to do it for her husband. Now back to Ephesians 5:24 now. Therefore, as the ministries or assemblies is subject unto Yahushua, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything, in all. This says some part. That is why, woman, you are just a baby before your husband. You need to be submissive in all and all. Because as you are submitting unto you are doing it for Abba Yahuwah. And man, Yahushua is your head, you need to also submit to your husband in order for woman to submit to you. That is the chains of order that we just read. Yahushua submit to his father. You, man, you need to submit to Yahushua in all and all. Women, in order for women to submit to you. When you yourself break the chains, sorry, the woman is not going to do the part. Rather, this one is already been turned upside. The devil is going to take over. 25. Now, husbands, listen, I love your wives, even as also Yahushua loved the ministry, the congregation, and gave himself for it. You see, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. This is how Yahushua said, this is how I did mine. Husband, also do the same for your wife. This is how I love my wife. I also do the same for her. 27 now. Washing of water. We are going to see all this attitude right found in the altar service. That he might present it to himself, a glorious congregation, not having spot, wrinkle, or any such thing that any such need, but that it should be holy and without blemish. You want your wife to look so wonderful in and out. This is how I say you should wash her by the washing of the word. Because that is how Yahushua did it. He gave himself. Are you going to be giving yourself to your wife? Listen, now we keep reading. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. That he that loveth his own wife loveth himself. Your wife is your flesh, is your body. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourish it and cherish it, even as Yahushua the ministry. Is this not blowing off your mind? What does this husband relationship have to do with Yahushua relationship? Okay. Is Yahushua having sex with the ministry? Of course, you need not. But there's something like that with one woman in the heavens. Okay. Now, you cannot hate your flesh. Okay. That is what the picture we see from the first Adam. That after his wife messed up, turning the whole place upside down, he still love her, he still go for her, he still cover up, he still give her a name. They still live together. Exactly that is what Yahushua did for you and me. Regardless how filthy we are, he still join with us. Husband, this is how you need to do it for your wife. No matter how, filthy she are, you still need to love her and keep cleansing her. Because Adam never denied his own wife. Because his flesh over there is speaking about the woman. Because she was being taken from the side of the man. And there comes the woman. So you can't hate her. 30 now. For we are members of... Okay. Yeah, I read 29 already. Yeah, 30. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. Yeah, we are. This is the bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman. You see? Even though she have done that wickedness, but the husband still love her, still care for her, still take her in, still bring her closer to his heart. 31. For this case shall man leave his father and mother and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall become one flesh. Okay? Listen now. This is a great mystery. But I speak concerning Yahushua and the ministry. Said this is a great mystery. So let's explore, let's unveil this great mystery. This very first alphabet, you see how tough it is? Yes, it is a great mystery of Abba Yehovah. Sex originated from Abba Yehovah. It is a great mystery. That was why immediately his son gave us the spirit, the temple, the veil, the cover, the shield, the holies for we not to see what is going on there was being rent. Now secret is exposed. That is why I call the understanding. Because Abba Yehovah wants us to look into it. He wants us to dig into these mysteries. He's bringing out one by one. You can never say you finish knowing Abba Yehovah. That is not true. If you do that, therefore you are serpent. Only serpent thought that he knew who is Abba Yehovah. He has already done finishing know Abba Yehovah. But Abba Yehovah now say in the book of Enoch chapter 60 verses 2, he said, no, the one, you are being in heaven, but all the mysteries has it you not yet been revealed unto you. This one that you knew already, it is wordless. It is John 3:16, the way everyone can easily perceive. I had mystery inside of me you knew nothing about. Job said, can you tell us the number of Abba Yehovah years? No one can fish out the numbers of his years. There is a mystery in him. The very first alphabet of this worker says, go for spiritual, sacred, sweet smelling savor. Service. It is holy service. It is spiritual. We see how spiritual it is. Even you, man or woman, you can testify. You just see the husband and wife. I'm not speaking to the filthy part. Something we just be planting into your heart. So let's unveil more. That is the spiritual. We see who is doing it. They are angels to bear witnesses for sex. Sex have an angel to bear witnesses for him. Oh no, out of the mouth or 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony has already been established. Man, what do you have in your loins? You have 1 penis and 2 testes. Woman, what do you have? Also, you also have 2 breasts and and your vagina. In fact, woman vagina also has 3 layers. As we see already, we see the outer court. We see the inner court. We see the holies of holies. The womb is the holies of holies. Okay? The inner court, we know what that is, where the penis can go in. And the outer court, already the surface. We also got 3. Okay? So we are going now to the service, sexual innuendo service, right in the altar of Yehovah given to you and me, in order for us to be able to break these mysteries. Because Apostle Shaul said this is great mysteries, not small mystery. This is very great. All right now. We'll go for it. I read now. Exodus Shemot 29, 80 from 25 and 35, you can read it all. It pertains to this very service. If you read it with the mindset of Abba Yehovah, his spirit is going to be ministering unto you. But don't read it with the mindset of the Christian, though. You won't get nothing. Absolutely, you won't. When you read it with the mindset of the Christian, sorry, you're going to miss it all. You will rationalize it. You better not just do that than to rationalize it. That is going to be of your own destruction. So it's better for you not to look into it than to look into it and rationalize it. That is twisted. That is blasphemy. I take 35 now. And thus shalt thou do unto Aaron and to his sons according to all things which I have commanded thee. 7 days shalt thou consecrate them. We knew Aaron is the high priest. And we knew Yahushua is the eternal high priest. And Aaron is playing the part of Yahushua here because here is Old Testament until Yahushua surfaced in the New. Meanwhile, Yahushua was still over there with him, even though it says no Old Testament. And we see already the head of Yahushua, it is Abba Yehovah. Yahushua is the head of the man. Alright? So Yahushua is the head of Aaron. Okay? He needs to be consecrated for a whole 7 days, which a day represents 1,000 years for 7,000 years for this service to be cleansed. 36 now I read. And thou shalt offer every day bullock for a sin offering, for atonement every blessed day. Okay? And thou shalt cleanse the altar. Horrible Shandayaba. Who is the altar? Who is the altar? We also come into the where thou hast made an atonement for it, and thou shalt anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days thou shalt make an atonement for the altar. Tell me now, what sin did altar did? The altar needs to be cleansed just like that. We know bullock is also being called calf, or it's also being called ox, or oxen is the same. Animal, we know we specify animal. Okay, Yahushua is the lamb and also the lion. The Ruach HaKodesh is the dove. You and me, we are sheep. Okay, we are the sheep of the kingdom. And you know, also someone is also being called goat. Matthew 25, you can see goat over there. But you also go to Matthew, I think 7, you're also going to be seeing over there pigs and pig. Okay, dogs and pigs. They are Gentile. Gentile is dog. Gentile, they are pigs. Gentile is also goat. Okay. We know serpent is also an animal. The beast as well. You see? So the bullock, it represents the patriarchs. The bullock always go for the patriarchs. We, the people of the book, we are the sheep of Yisrael. But the bullock, the patriarchs, they are the bullock. The bullock goes for them. And we know Adam was the first patriarchs. Okay, he was the first patriarchs. Now, this altar needs to be cleansed for a whole 7 days every day, for the bullock to be sanctified, for the bullock to be placed upon the altar for every day for a whole 7 days. And this bullock, as it works, before this bullock is being sacrificed upon the altar, Aaron, the high priest, needs to place his hand upon the head. That is how he covered the bullock, because Yahushua, Aaron is playing the part of Yahushua. Yahushua is the one doing this now in Aaron, covering the man, and the man will cover the woman. This is how it was. That is the change of order in order for the woman to be cleansed. The woman brought about this disaster we are facing today. She brought about this calamity in our kingdom. So that is what Abba Yehoshua is cleansing. Now the man needs to cleanse her. He said, husband, how are you going to cleanse your wife? By the washing of the water. Yahushua said, this is how I did it for all this is how I did it. And this is how you also need to do it for your wife. Now, can you be real to yourself? What sin did the altar committed? That now altar needs to be cleansed. So if the bullock represents a man, so what is the altar represent therefore? Because the altar, the bullock needs to make atonement to cleanse the altar. In order for the altar to be cleansed, I said this must be done for a whole 7 days. 7 days shall thou make an atonement for the altar and sanctify it, and it shall be an holy and it shall be an altar most holy. Whosoever toucheth the altar shall be cleansed, shall be holy. Now this is that which thou shalt offer upon the altar. Okay, 2 lambs of the first year. Okay, 2 lambs of the first year, day by day, continually for a whole 7 days. The bullock goes there, and we know who is the lamb. It is Yahushua. Morning oblation, evening oblation. We know already it is Yahushua's first coming and his second coming. That is Yahushua in general, in total. He did it for everyone. But for personal husband to cleanse his wife, this is how you need to do it every day. This cleansing is every day right in the altar. Can we first of all expose who is the altar? Before we put more into it, how the bullock is cleansing the altar. Here was the institution of the altar, the Ark of the Covenant, the cherubims and all. So here I am, Shemot 20, Exodus 20, 24-25. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thy oxen. I say also is again the bullock. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee there. Okay, and I will bless thee. Only 5. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt build it of thou shalt not build it. Thou shalt not build it of hewn stone. For if thou lift up thy tomb upon it, thou hast polluted it. Hewn stone. A hewn stone. What is a hewn stone? A hewn stone simply means, like all these blocks, is a stone hewn. That is all these blocks, stones that is already been carved by men. But Abayawa say if you want to build this altar, don't use that stone. You must find a natural stone from the earth. The one no man has ever touched. The one no man has never ever manipulated. He said, because if you lift up thy tool, you're going to pollute that stone. That altar will be defiled. So now you must look for a unhewn stone. No man has ever touched. That is the unhewn stone. Not hewn stone. Hewn stone will be the one they already manipulated. By so doing, it's already been polluted. Okay? Now you must look for plain natural stones. And that is what you are going to use to build me the altar. Okay, should I read 25 again? And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stone. For if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. If you now begin to take the stones and begin to make it hewn now, therefore it's already been polluted. I don't need it. Of any offering made there is not going to heaven. But rather you must build this altar with unhewn stone. Again, we know according to a royal law idiom, or yes, we know terminology, we knew stone also go for humans. Yahushua is the chief cornerstone. And we know serpent is also a stone. That is the stone in the hands of that man in Mark chapter 5 that was using stones to cut his body. Because he said, I want to make myself like the Most High. I will make myself like the Most High. So it's that unholy stones that is cutting and causing people pain. Okay? But Yahushua is the chief cornerstone. And we also know the royal law also make it so clear that we are the spiritual stone to build the spiritual house. I think Kepha said that. We are stones. He said, Kepha, you are a stone. So we are all stones. So this one is the singular, and it has to do with the altar. So if the bullock is a man, Ephesians 5 said this is how a husband needs to cleanse his wife to wash it and give himself for her. Therefore, if the bullock represents the patriarch Adam, so what did the altar go for? Because the bullock is to the altar needs to uphold, the bullock. Let's still put some more before we hit on it. So we see already the stone must be a hewn stone. Okay, that is natural to make the altar. Here I am, Leviticus 21, verses 7. They shall not take a wife, is talking about the prince, Aaron and his sons. If you read it from verses 1, you are going to find it over there. They shall not take a wife that is a whore, that is hewn stone. She is a prostitute. Or profane, okay, yeah, she's already been defiled. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto Yahuwah. He's speaking to Aaron. Should I take it? Okay, let me take from verses 1 for a better understanding. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron. Say unto them, there shall not be the fight for the dead among his people. The list keep going on. But after the stones, the unhewn stones or the hewn stones. Okay. Now I read verses 11 now. Alright, now I read verses 13 now. And he shall take a wife in her virginity. This is the duty of the prince and his sons, the high priest. They don't take a defiled woman. Okay, he shall take a woman in her virginity. That is unhewn stone. And that is the very unhewn stone Abayawa said it must be used to build this altar for him. So we know stone is supposing. So stone, that unhewn stone is a woman. Okay? The altar, is a woman. It's playing the part, is representing a woman. While the bullock placed upon the altar is a man. Now the bullock is going to be sacrificed every day for a whole 7 days, represent the 7,000 years, dealing with the wickedness serpent did with the first man and the first woman that bring this calamity today on earth, causing every one of us pain. 7,000 years is going to be lasted. It will be lasted for a whole 7,000 years. The 8,000 here will begins, the eternal. The 8,000 simply stands for eternal. Flesh is being cut off. No more flesh, no more nothing absolute that polluted. Okay, that is where we are going to see Revelation 21. The new Yerushalayim, dressed as a wife, a bride, adorned for her husband. Okay, so by now we know already the altar is the woman, because the bullock is always being placed upon the altar in order to cleanse the altar. And we also see, Abayewa said, the angel Gabriel said unto Maria, for the only one to be born, he said, the Ruach HaKodesh is going to come upon you. And husband always come upon his wife, is on top. And the bullock is on top of the altar. That is the only way the altar will be cleansed. And this service is being done every blessed day. Should I take it again before we return back to Ephesians? And thou shalt offer every day bullock for a sin offering for atonement. And thou shalt cleanse the altar. When thou shalt make an atonement for it, and thou shalt anoint it to sanctify it, every day shalt thou make an atonement for the altar, and sanctify it, and sanctify it, and it shall be an altar most holy. Whosoever toucheth the altar shall be holy. Now we also unveil that. So be realistic to yourself. What sin the stone did, or the wood did, or whatever, that he needs an atonement, because I said this atonement is being done every blessed day. That is sex, idiom, every blessed day. That is how he needs to be taken. Every blessed day. This is how you cleanse your wife. Okay, now I want to read. We are back again to Ephesians. Okay, now Ephesians 25. This is how you make that sweet smelling savor unto Abayewa, because this is how Yahushua did it. He died for his own wife. So we want to see how you also need to die for your. We will see the bullock already. Ribo Shantaya, but this is heavy. All right, now I take from 26. I take 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Yahushua also loved the congregation and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious congregation, and having no spot, not having spot or wrinkle or such thing, but that it should be holy and without blame. This is how you need to do it. Now, how are you giving yourself now to your wife? Because you cannot go to the cross to die for her. But there's one cross you have over here. This one is everyday cross, okay? This is the service. You have your own cross right on your bed. What is the water you are going to be giving into cleanser? It is your sperm. That is how you give yourself to her. That is how you give part of you to her. That is how you give your life unto her. To cleanse inner. We see the 6 hormones, follicle stimulating hormones. It will prepare your heart to work for her. And we also see the 7th hormones, interstitial stimulating hormones, to cause the ejaculation. So these two angels, that is bearing witnesses for sex, needs to always work with you every day in order for this service not to be done. Woman is the altar. She needs to be cleansed due prior to what she did in Genesis 3. That is applicable to every woman. We are all under the curses of the first woman. And this curse is going to last for 7,000 until Yahushua comes. This curse is still kept. It's still right there. We see blood because we are unclean. That makes us now unclean. That is why the bullock needs to be given every blessed day cleansing of her. She needs to be cleansed because every month uncleanness is coming out of us as a reminder of what passes through us. A thing meant not to be done. That is the sexual perversion. We're going to see that in part 2. So that is why her husband needs to come into her and needs to be doing this holy service in cleansing her in order to be breaking the filthy, wicked hands and serpent of her until the very consummation of it, which is in the 7th. Sex activities needs to be done every day. Like the scientist said, it is once in 2 days. But the royal law said it is every day. Every day he needs to be giving in cleansing of her. It is spiritual. It is spiritual. You are doing something powerfully spiritual unto you while you are also enjoying it here physically on earth. And those two angels, they are the angel to empower you for sex activities. They are the one to, to enjoy. They are the energy in you. That they are the energy. It's a powerful service. You see, as food is being taken physically every day, every now and then you do eat food. This is how it is spiritual food for marriage. This is how husband and wife needs to go to each other every blessed day. No day to be exempted at all. It is your food. It is food for your marriage. It is the spiritual food that makes your marriage grow. Look at it in a simple. Look at this. Look at it in a very simple form. Any man that have this obligation in his own house, have an altar of sex every night. Tell yourself now, where quarrel is going to come? Where confusion is going to come? Confusion can't come from nowhere. Quarrel can't come from nowhere. Because it is being done every day. Because when something transpired in the morning, wherever, in the evening time, we are coming to our service. So tell me, why is that going to be, throwing your head at me? No, that can't be done. Because we need to do this service. As soon as the man come into her, that hunger disappeared from both of them. That is the building of it. 1 Corinthians 7, I take from 1 to 5. Now, concerning the things, let me just read. 3. I'm still coming over here. Now, 3. Now, 1 Corinthians 7, 3. Let husband render unto his wife due balances. You must balance it. Spiritual and physical must be balanced. Okay? And likewise also the wife unto her husband. The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath no power over his own body, but the wife. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your self-control, whatever. Okay, I'm done. The part I need, I just read already. Okay, now. Apostle Shaul said, even if you are going to fasting, don't do it for a long time. So that Satan will not come and attack your sexual bed. Your sex bed, your sex altar needs to be given every now and then. The only way, that is, he said, don't defraud. Your husband, you must take it serious. The wife must take it serious. You shouldn't defraud one another. Don't look down upon that service. Not at all. It is spiritual. The only way you are not going to do it, to my own best knowledge over there, should be when woman is seeing blood. Because that is uncleanness of her. Should be when she is seeing blood. Okay? Then immediately that is out of the way, come quickly again, so that Satan will not enter into it. Okay, maybe man, you want to fast. You also say you want to fast. But you say you shouldn't go away for a very long time. Then Satan is going to tempt. It's going to interfere. It's going to interrupt your sex bed. Whatever you are doing concerning this service is very vital. Don't do it too long. In order for you to be giving yourself to one another every blessed day. Sexual activity, it is every blessed day for a couple. Okay? So that is how the altar is being cleansed. That is how you cleanse her. That's because your sperm you are giving unto her. That is how you cleanse her from the inner. Many, I don't want to go into what it contains, the vitamin or the fructose or sperm contain for a woman. I don't want to go into that today because I already did some message titled, what was it titled? My father. Okay, 7 steps to approach the throne of Abba Yehovah versus Satanic Trinity. Yeah, you're going to find it over there. I talked about it. Over 200 fructose sperm is given to the woman when she drinks it. Okay, so right now the one you pass into her vagina is going to be cleansing her. That's how it makes young, of course. That's sperm. It makes the woman young. It makes her happy. It reduces there is a disease is stopping not to come at all. Reduce some disease. It makes healthier. It makes her young. It makes her happy. Contain over 200 protein for her. You see, so this is how you cleanse her. So they say you will be removing wrinkle, blemish. Sickness is blemished. But as you are giving it to her every day, this is how you cleanse the. It is spiritual. The sex is the most holiest thing as I have ever knew. Okay. Now back to whosoever that touches the altar will become holy. Back to that now. I think that is the last point over here. Titus chapter 2, 3-5. Listen now. Woman is the altar. We unveil already. The aged woman likewise that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving to no. I'm not going to read that because there is no alcoholism here. Teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keeper at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Jehovah not be blasphemed. So, any woman, because woman needs to teach woman, any woman this altar taught or teaches or bring into the reality of this very service, she will be holy. She's going to love her husband. She's going to handle the affair of her children. She's going to love her husband. She's going to be submissive unto her husband. She's going to be discreet. In fact, the virgins is going to be chaste, and touched. That it will be all healed stones. Until their husband come in. He said if you don't do this, therefore you are a blasphemer. You see, when any high priest does any nonsense, any filthy service in the altar of Abba Yehovah, they get killed. Serpent did unworthy service, by touching the ark of the covenant of Adam. He got killed. We see Uzzah, when he also did, he got killed. You don't do any house service because it is holy. It's so unfortunate that a lot of perversion is going on in this, holiest service of Abba Yehovah. It saddens my heart. You see now what serpent is using women to do. You see how filthy women becomes now. You see how serpent is using women to destroy the men. That is how they blasphemed. They blasphemed the word of Abba Yehovah. Serpent is teaching women unholiness. Serpent is using women to destroy the whole world. Just as he used the first woman to destroy everyone, while we are seeing our mother in the law-ins, the same in this day, serpent is using women much in wicked area to destroy the men. The holiness won't be stand in the presence of Abba Yehovah. Yes, it's using women powerfully. This they bring forth children of serpents here on earth. Women, they are married to serpents now. We'll also see that in part 2. So we see already the altar is a woman. The stone is a woman. Okay. We see how she uphold her husband. What is the office of a woman before the man? She is a helper. She needs to help her husband in order for everyone to be cleansed, in order for this calamity to be removed from every one of us. So this is how the altar uphold the bullock, in order for the altar to be cleansed. Let's take one picture before we not proceed now to point 2. Here I am, Luke chapter 7, 36-38. The altar as a woman, a helper. Altar is a helper to uphold the bullock. Okay. Luke 7:36. And one of the Pharisees desired him that he would eat with him. And he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to meat. And behold, a woman in the city which was a sinner, because the bridegroom is about to cleanse her. When she knew that Yehoshua sat at meat in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster box of an ointment, and stood at his feet behind him, weeping, and began to wash his feet with tears, and did wipe them with the hair of her head, and kissed his feet, and anointed them with the ointment. So, this very woman is playing here, Maria Magdala. It is the office of the high priest. Now, each time, the day of atonement, the high priest needs to lay his hand upon the bullock. We see already, Aaron needs to lay his hand in order for the altar to be cleansed. So that is the job of the high priest. So this woman did the job of the high priest because someone needs to take that office. As a helper, she did it for her husband. Maria Magdala is the wife of Yehoshua HaMashiach. So you can read Matthew 26, now 1 to 12. I think I'm going to start from 6. And now, when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very expensive, of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head. As he sat at meat, he anointed. Okay, I keep reading it. When his disciple, and I'm not going to read that at all. Okay, I read 13 now. Verily I say unto you, okay, I read 11 now. For ye have poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Okay, wherever the gospel will be preached, okay. Another powerful woman of Jehovah. They are one, eh? I unveiled that already. Because Abba Yehovah also gave that ability to Maria to also separate herself in different beings. The spirit is right in heaven, like I said. If Maria is the wife of Abba Yehovah, why Joseph also deal with our body? I unveiled already in the mystery of sin. Okay. What part Joseph deal with was our flesh and our soul. Our flesh and soul, or our flesh, our flesh, yes. Abba Yehovah don't work with flesh. That was the part Joseph dealt with in bringing forth the Holy Child, as Abba Yehovah walked with our spirit. So the other Maria Magdala, she is the same person, but walking just like Abba Yehovah separated himself into three dimensions. The same he did for his wife. His wife, he said, two shall become one. His wife is also having that same ability. She's playing a part of redemption. She is also playing a part revealing our filthiness. The first Adam, Kawa, did right in Genesis 3. That was this, their filthiness. A filthy part. Our flesh, with our body, is playing the part, our soul with our body is walking the holy part of it. That is the part Joseph deal with. It is a, Apostle Shaul said, this is a great mystery. And our filthy part, that will be now our soul and our flesh. Is playing the part of wickedness, of whorish woman we are. Of whorish woman Adam, that we have became right in Genesis 3. A married woman having sex with another man, that is whorish. So that is the part. She is one person playing the two parts. That is a great mystery. Abba Yehovah is powerful. He separated himself into the three different beings. He also gave that glory to his wife. And all this is spiritual. All right now. You see, he anoints his body. Who is his body? His bride. Yahushua is the head of the congregation. The congregation is the body. Okay? His bride. She anointed the bride of Yahushua for everything to go well in our kingdom. Okay? So she played the part of a high priest as a helper. You see, she was weeping. Why was she crying? Yes, because Sampet is about to bite her feet. She was crying and said, this is what I did in Genesis 3. That brings about your biting out of the feet. That is going to also bring about, the thorns on your head. I'm the one that did it. That is what she was crying for. She needs to perfume that leg because the service is a sweet, smelly, savor service unto Abba Yehovah. So this is how she anointed the ministries. This is how she make it so wonderful. Because the man is about to be suffered. The husband is about to suffer. The helper, which is the altar, she's playing her part to help the very bullock. The eternal Adam, the eternal patriarch, the eternal Adam, second Adam, playing the part of redemption for every one of us. Because he said that is how he gave himself as a sacrifice to Yehovah for a sweet, smelly savor. This is how he did it. So this is how husband is also doing it for his own wife. Every day you need to be giving yourself to her in order to cleanse her. Okay? So that is the structure. This is the first alphabet of this word called sex. What did they go for? Spiritual, sacred, sweet, smelly, savor service. And to Abba Yehovah, it is sacred, okay? It is holy. It's awesome. Alright, family. You see how tough this one also is? We are done with the very first alphabet. So now we are proceeding to the second and the last alphabet. Meanwhile, I'm going to put that one in part 2. Yes, that one is going to be part 2 now because it can't go. I still have 2 to unveil. I only have 20 minutes left over. It can't even fit the first alphabet. The second one, I don't think so. So I'm going to drop this over here and continue with part 2. So family, try and follow up with a part 2. There's the part 1, so we go for the part 2. Yeah, in order for me to also be able to establish that one also, because that one is also fully loaded, but not as this at all.
Oh, sex never meant for iniquity, never meant the way you use it. Sex never meant for boyfriend and girlfriend, never meant the way you use it. Sex never meant for prostitution, never meant, oh, the way you use it. Sex is a holy service right from the heaven, way down here on earth. Sex is a holy service right from the heavens as a gift unto men. Imashantalaboyende borikayandu masantalabe imosekerabuyanti imayantalabu senterebo o nabaseya norokosikeyabo. I have seen wickedness going on under this heaven. Immortal Shantalabe. I have seen evil under this heaven going on here. Oh, it may not be so. Yeah, Mosantala. This one hurt me so much. Yeah, Mosantara. This one hurt me so much. Bestiality, masantu, homosexuality, yeah, mama yekebo, lesbianism, nebo santu, hey, is an abomination, mama yo, nerebo say, yeah, imorabo, yeah, malabasu, yeah, orabasu. Sex never made for iniquity, never made at all the way you use it. Remember, there is a judgment throne awaiting Santa Labo. Remember, there is judgment throne awaiting all misuse in my Talabo. Sex never meant for iniquity, the way you use it is an abomination. Masando, yeah, Boseke, mama, everything is turned aside, everything is being squashed. Everything you're about you to scatter, but yeah, we made it anew. But yeah, your whole world is gonna make it anew again. Sex is a holy service, right from the heavens, give it unto humanity. Marabayu, it's gonna make it anew again. He's gonna make it all new again. Sex is so holy. Sex is a holy service. Sex is a sacred service. Sex is a spiritual service. Never meant to use the way you use it. Marabayu, are you not afraid? Whoa. Are you not afraid? Mama, yeah. Let someone be afraid of you. Let someone be afraid of you. He's gonna set judgment. He's gonna set judgment upon every iniquity, upon every evildoer, upon every sex abuser. say